going on, guys? What's good? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Indeed, it's been a minute here. It's been long. I just don't know what to say, but if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for being faithful to our YouTube channel. And if you're new to this particular channel, thank you for clicking. And you know what you can do is actually you can give this video a thumbs up so that you can help us promote this video, and also leave a comment if you can. And the most importantly is subscribe. So today, guys, I'm back alone again. Someone is still on leave here, but I'm back, and fortunate enough is that she's actually behind, so she's able to hear what I'm actually saying here. So as much as she's not on camera, but still part of this fam bam here. So guys, today I'm actually back with she's actually laughing at me. So I'm back with another quite controversial kind of conversation or topic, if you like it. I just want to share my experience, as you can tell from the title, how a lot of people, or how a lot of misconceptions behind this topic. And that is, guys, my wife is disturbing me here. So, babe, what's wrong? Yo. So, guys, anyway, never mind about that. And today, as you can tell from the title below, we are discussing finances in marriage, and also, how should that be handled? So I will share my experience. I'll be clocking 2 years in marriage with Sarah. That is in the next 2 months. That is in October. We'll be celebrating our 2 years anniversary as a couple. So I feel I needed to highlight. I've read a lot of people complain, and other people have complained directly to me, like, should I, unveil or show my wife pay slip? I remember the time I was getting married, it was one of the controversial, because when I was getting married, as much as I was getting counseling from elders, I also was doing my own research, especially on the issue of how to handle finances in marriage. So I asked a few people that have been in marriage for quite some time. So I said, how do you handle finances in your house as a couple? So one comment that I can vividly remember is that don't show your wife your pay slip. This guy gave his own reasons. He's been in marriage for quite some years, roughly 6-7 years. So he says, don't show your wife your pay slip. I was like, but why? You are staying in the same house, you are doing the same things, you're a couple, you're married, you vowed, but why not show your wife your pay slip? So here's my take, guys. I don't feel it's right to hide your pay slip or your finances, how much. There are people that have been married for years and they don't know how much their husbands get. Who does that? I don't know how they manage to do that and how they do things, because in the 1 year plus months I've been in marriage, I find it difficult to hide money from my wife. There are times we'd hide, but I'll find myself unveiling that, I've got this much. If you want something, you can use it. So here's my take. You don't have to hide money in your house. It's not actually right, because one of the sources of issues or sources of quarrels or misunderstandings in marriage is actually money. If you don't handle that aspect very well, you find that there will be issues here and there. Imagine your partner doesn't know how much you get. There are people that their husbands that go for shopping. They shop for the house. Me, I can't go shop for the house, do shopping for our family, because that's not my job, unless my wife, she's not feeling well. So what I only do basically is we write up a budget, what we need for that particular month and what we don't need. So we look at what is needed and what we can do without. So we substitute and prioritize, So my wife goes shopping, unless if she wants me to escort her, or maybe in a position where she's not feeling well, then I do that. But the husband, that literally when they get paid, they don't allow the wife to go shopping. They would rather, they would rather shop themselves and bring the things home, So you find that when you do that as a husband, if your wife asks for something, it will be very difficult to not really difficult, but your wife will be thinking you have money all the times, because she doesn't know how much you left with and how much you get and how you spend. So in case something runs out in the home, she will just say, I want this, I want money for this, I want money for this. But if you sit down together and plan and, spend the money together, you find that your partner will be able to understand your financial position at a particular time, because you spent the money that you had in the month together, So it makes the job easy for you as a husband, and also the job easier for the wife, when she will definitely know when to ask for some things, and she'll know that as a family, this is how much we have, So if something comes up, she'll definitely know that, okay, we have something in the account or in our savings, so we can spend so much. For me, that has been the trend from the day I got married. In the month I got married, I got paid. From that time, I've never hidden my salary to my wife. She knows, how much I get paid. And I know how much when she has money, I know she discloses that I have this much money, we can spend it to whatever we want. So that's the easiest part, I've had I've read stories and I've had conversations with people that, especially women, they complain that, I've been married with my husband. Like the recent story I was reading was the lady was complaining that they've been married for 6 weeks, and this guy has never disclosed how much he gets paid. And the wife says, I don't literally know how much he gets paid and why he takes the money, because most of the times he just gives me, let's say, 1,000, just to get foodstuffs, and that 1,000, I don't know whether he gets a 1.5 or whatever, I don't know. So that creates an issue in the home if you're not faithful with your finances. So I remember when we were dating, I declared to myself that in this area it's better I declare how much I get, and it has made my job easy. It has made my wife's job easy, because we know at the end of the day, if we have a certain amount of money, we know what to do with that money, And then, one thing I believe in when you are married as a couple is that you are doing things as a unit. You are doing things as one. So when you hide money as a husband, it will be very difficult to achieve family goals, because when you are married, there's an individual goal, and then there's a family goal, that must be achieved. So I have got things that I want to achieve. My wife also have got her own things that she want to achieve. Then we have a family things that we want to achieve. So how do we balance? How do we achieve these things? So imagine now you're hiding resources, because all things that we are planning to do or we are running with depends on the salary or on the monies that we are having as a couple. So now imagine I'm hiding my income, she's hiding her income. How are we going to achieve those things? So it's better, and it's very safe to disclose. Most of the times when you ask a husband who doesn't disclose her payslip to a woman, you ask her, why do you do that? Others, it's because of trust issues. Others, it's because I've got other hidden agendas. That's why they do that. But basically, that doesn't help. We find that there's no much progress to an individual. As much as you get thousands and you don't disclose. But when we audit your life, you find that there's nothing really that is so progressive that we can say, okay, this guy hides money for the wife, and this is what he's doing, and this is what he. Others, you can't trace where the money goes. Why? Because there's no blessing from your wife. So you need to, as you are spending your money, you need a blessing from both of you. So if I'm spending the money, I need a blessing from my wife. If my wife is spending the money, she needs a blessing from me. So you find that it's easy to progress as a unit. It's very important, guys. One of the things that has improved so much in my life from the time I got married and from the time I actually declared my incomes to my wife is aspect of savings. My wife has helped me so much in terms of savings. It's very easy when you declare your income as a family. It's very easy to save. And we've created that discipline that every single month, gracefully, if we have certain amount of money in that month, there's always a fixed amount that is set aside for savings. That one is not touched. That one, we don't spend before we set aside money to save. So it's actually, the guideline says you need to save 10% of your income, but as we usually go beyond 10%. We can say we save at least 15% of our salary. It goes into the savings, and that is a discipline. So we spend after we save. We don't save what remains after spending. No. So we've guided ourselves. So each time we're expecting income, we know that there's this certain amount of money that is not ours, it's actually for the savings. And that aspect has worked really well from the time we started our savings, and it helps. I'll tell you this. From the time when I compare my life before I got married and now, how my life has changed in terms of financial aspects is this. When I was single, it was very difficult for me to do certain activities, like even just buying a shirt for myself. It was very difficult. I don't know why, but now it's easy. When you get paid, you find that your wife says, let's go, you get one or two shirts, or you get slippers or whatever that she feels I need to. But after still doing that, you find that you still remain with something. That's one aspect that I really, really appreciate. And the aspect of savings is really so much appreciated in our home. It's something we treasure. It's something that will go on and on and on. And this is one thing that will also impact into our children. So imagine now a husband who hides money. And imagine if I continued, I was hiding money from my wife. All these aspects I've mentioned, the aspect of saving and just how to manage certain things. Then the other thing is this, debt management. We don't borrow as a family. We don't borrow. We don't borrow. We've learned to work within our means. We borrow, but we only borrow on emergencies. I'll give you an example. There was a time my wife was sick and she was admitted in the hospital. So for quite I think it was about a week or so. So in that period, I had run out of money. So I told my wife to say, I think to beef up the expenses, the hospital expenses, I need to borrow, I think, something that we can pay this month. And then my wife told me to say, no, no need of borrowing. Then she suggested another way how we can manage the expenses. So that is one thing that has also helped me, because I remember when I was single, guys, I had almost every single month I was paying out debts. Almost every single month. There's no month I just had debt-free month, But now, and these debts that I had when I was single came into our marriage. When we got married, I was still owing some people money. So we were paying. Now, my wife brought in the aspect of discipline. We had to discipline ourselves and make sure that we pay the people that we are owing at that particular. And when we finished, now I can say we are safe because we don't borrow. So it's easy even to plan and budget as a family and also do certain things because we have our money, as much as it's not a huge amount, but we can work within that aspect of income that comes in that month. So I advise, actually, guys. I don't know, to those people that are married, how you handle this issue. So you can comment down below and just share how you handle finances in your house if you're married, or maybe I know there are issues of relationships or boyfriend and girlfriend. They have taken the issue of finances to another level. So share your experiences in the comment section below, and let's hear how you handle this. So I can advise those husbands that hide money or pay slips to their wives that I think it's a high time that you needed to review and also rethink in that aspect, because you know I know most of the times it's because of the group influence, because maybe other men that we are found with our friends, they also do that. So we are influenced also not to disclose that our salaries to or income to your wife, you know. But it is for our own good as men, because men usually we do things sometimes we don't review so much, and with the help of our wives, like men, it's easy to manage certain things. Like for my own good, I've learned sometimes to really listen from my wife, because she's there, and sometimes you only appreciate to say, okay, that's why she said that. So it's very important that we do these things as men, transparently, and also, I mean, it just sets you free as a man, you know. Like, imagine, I don't know, living a life where I'm hiding monies to my wife. I don't know how I can manage that. But it's for our own good, guys. It's for our own good, and you find that you do things as a family progressively. You can begin a family business. You can do your savings well. You can manage your life. You can just that. It's very easy and very simple to do, very simple as a family. So if you have been in that field of hiding your pay slip to your wife, it's high time you review. I'm encouraging you to actually review and begin to do the right thing as a man. It's not bad. It's not bad, I'll be honest with you. It's not bad. And it's a good thing to do. It's a good thing to do, yeah. So that's it, guys. So I thought I needed to share that, because a lot of people have read a lot of stories, ladies complaining and whatnot, and also just some of them are my friends who do that. So I thought I needed to share this, and yeah. So comment down below, guys. Remember to subscribe to this particular channel, and also give this video a thumbs up, like it, so that YouTube can help us suggest this video to other people, So see you next time for another conversation. Thank you so much, guys, for watching up to the end. Bye bye.